this the team you envisioned back in October?
Yeah, I was just saying on the way in, I knew it was in there, but it's hard, You got to have all the pieces. You got to have a good night. You got to wrestle hard. It's a tough conference. It's a tough schedule. But I knew it was in there, and you got to get them all clicking at the same time. So we did that tonight from top to bottom. Even matches, we kind of lost. We fought hard. We contested. We're wrestling some really, really good guys there, but just gritty, blue collar, tough in all three positions, beating a world champ, and then obviously the big fall in overtime to seal it. So we just got to keep getting better. This is an awesome moment, big win. Just let's keep getting better and focus on next week.
And Scott, obviously you guys have been close before, hadn't been able to get over that hump. To do this now, is it hard not to count your chickens before they roost and, you're doing napkin math?
With Minnesota.
Yeah.
We've been close. Come down to heavyweight a couple times. They had a really good heavyweight. I forgot his Gable, yeah. So a bunch, it's come down to him, and, we've been close. You're right. We've been close.
As you're doing the math, is it hard not to get ahead of yourself?
No, I'm locked in on each individual match because I know how important they are for Big Ten seeding. So I'm just locked into each individual match. But, in the back of my mind, and there's an opportunity to get one or two more. And our guys came through on the back end.
Coach, congrats.
Thanks, man.
After Cotton's win, I saw you smiling, crowds chanting, "Are you?" What's going through your mind?
Finally beat these guys. It's been a long time. It's a blue blood program. Right, it's Minnesota. They just beat Iowa, number 3 team in the country last week. It's a huge win for us. But what does it mean? What does it mean? It's a good dual meet win. It's awesome. Monday's practice will be spirit, will be fired up. Got to get ready for next week because that's the next thing on the calendar. But I love dual meets. So for me, awesome atmosphere, great crowd. These guys love wrestling here. That's why they come here. So I'm fired up. I'm fired up for these guys.
How much, Scott, did his win set the tone?
Huge. And you start believing, right? I think Volk's a world champ. You start believing. Number 9 guy in the country, you start, oh, man, if Aiden could do it, this guy could do it. And then Clark gets one, right? And then Tony White gets one. Those are huge upsets. Huge. But I knew it could happen. You just got to wrestle 7 minutes, wrestle smart. This guy got us going tonight.
Yeah, and for you, obviously – Coach here believed in you. Just walk us through kind of what your mindset was going into that match and kind of the belief it took to, knock off a top 10 kid in the country.
For me, I always know I have it in me, and one of our coaches on our staff, Sammy Sasso, he's been preaching to me. He's like, embrace those fears. The past couple of weeks have not been going my way. I kind of looked scared out there. I might not have been attacking to my ability, but embracing those fears and kind of understanding I'm going to get tired in this match. I have to pull the trigger. It's not going to be an easy win. This isn't districts of PIAA anymore. These are all top-notch guys in the country. So, just embracing those fears, going to the deep end. After practice, just yesterday, Coach was with me. I was doing sprints on the Airdyne, 2 miles, trying to push my gas tank, push my mental state to the next step. To get to that next stage of wrestling, you got to get to that dark side. You got to get gritty with it.
And, for you, as the seconds are ticking down, kind of what's going through your mind that, you're about to kind of pull off this upset and set the tone for these guys?
I try not to get too eager, There's been a lot of matches in my college career where, it's been going to that same trajectory and, something happens. I make a little mistake. I make a little misstep. And, just staying grounded, staying 10 toes down, and just staying locked in on the time, my positioning, where I am on the mat, where I can maybe bail out, where I could score. Was really just what was going through my mind throughout that last 30 seconds.
Remy, take us through that sequence.
I go out there every time, and the coaches say it's 7 minutes. Go out there, wrestle through positions, look to score, and have fun. And so I go out there and I wrestle through positions, and as I was doing so, I was able to get him on his back, and that's how it goes. So I think I'm just wrestling out there. That's all it is.
Have you ever heard a sound in a wrestling building that you heard when the mat was slapped?
No, this atmosphere is amazing. When I was getting recruited here, coaches brought me in this facility, and last year I was blessed enough to wrestle here. But just being in this environment, seeing these fans, seeing everybody here who's super in it, and just the passion they have for the sport of wrestling here is just amazing.
And, Remy, for you, were you doing any kind of math on the back of a napkin and thinking, hey, if I get a win here, it's over? Were you cognizant of that at all?
A little bit. I feel like those thoughts go into your head, but for me, it's just trying to stay focused at the task at hand. There's 7 minutes to wrestle, and I got to just go do that, do my job, and the rest will work out for itself.
We got time for a couple more here.
Scott. Is this the Lenny Pinto you envisioned from last April?
Yeah, we explosive, man, explosive. He's got to do a better job kind of managing it. He kind of got a little squirrely there, but big time move, right? Big time move to score 7 there at the end. But man, those first 3 or 4 takedowns was what I envisioned. It was so explosive. But then you got to manage the middle of it, and then he found a way to win, and he's needed that. He's needed that really, really bad. It's good for Lenny Pinto. It's awesome, awesome win.
And, Remy, for you, obviously, you kind of just etched your name in Rutgers history right there. Just, how did that feel?
I mean, it's a team effort. It starts from the guy at 125 and builds all the way up. I mean, I was in the back locker when he won his match, and you could hear the crowd, and guys start thinking, okay, we got this. We got this. Let's keep building. So it's just a team. It's not me at all. It's everybody each and every day building each day to get better, and the product starts at 125 and ends at heavyweight. It's everybody. So.
And Scott, just last thing, it's easy to talk about narratives. It's easy to, talk about all these things and speak in hyperbole, but is this one of the biggest wins you've had?
Yeah, it's a big win. It's Minnesota, and I talked about beating one of those, what they call blue bloods. So, yeah, it's big for me. It's big for us. It's big for the program. Again, focus on Friday, right? He's going back home. We're going to East Lansing, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm sure one day we'll sit back. I'll remember some of the great moments that have happened in this building. But right now, be where your 10 toes are at. That's pretty good. 10 toes down, and let's get ready for Friday.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.